I would say it's probably a thrill of a lifetime, and you have to take that in perspective of, I spent a lot of time growing up here as an NCO. So I arrived here as a technical sergeant, did a lot of frontline supervisor work. I think I grew up in the Air Mobility Command community here, learned how to be a leader, received some of the best mentorship and guidance that I believe I've ever received in my career. I got that here during that time frame. So spent a lot of time as a deployed member, which meant my family and my wife spent a lot of time as a deployed spouse, or the spouse of a deployed member. So it was, I would say it was a little bit tough, but it also helped us kind of grow. Helped me grow professionally, helped us grow as a family, helped us strengthen ourselves. I think this assignment for me was probably the place that like I said, that I grew up as a tanker boom operator, as a young supervisor, as a squadron superintendent. So to be able to come back here, I've always had a soft spot in my heart for McConnell. And to be asked to come back here, or have the opportunity to come back here as a command chief, is just kind of like a thrill of a lifetime. As a crew member, no. I will hopefully get an opportunity to go out and watch the men and women of McConnell execute that mission. But the days of getting to put on a flight suit and go out and act as a crew member are kind of over for me. And as sad as it was for that to end, the realization that I'm here to do something different makes it okay. I think my favorite part right now is just being able to engage and talk with people. I didn't realize how important this position was to other folks in the wing. They all want to hear me for some reason. I think it's more because I'm a command chief. But it opens a lot of doors for me to go in and basically give the wing I think, a pretty simple perspective on things. I'm not a very complicated individual. If you sit down with me, we spend more than 5 minutes together, I think you're going to find that, hey, I'm a pretty grounded person. I'd like to be able to pay forward some of the things that I have learned over the course of my career, and I believe that this job actually opens, it provides the avenues to actually do that. So I'm finding my job is go out, solicit information. What can I do to help you execute your mission? What can I do to help make McConnell Air Force Base be a little bit better place to work and live? What can I do to help your families? So in the big scheme of things, that's kind of my mission. You and the other 3,000 people assigned to this wing are my mission. I would say be good at your job. Be good at what you do. Once again, we all have potential. Now, I'm smart enough to know that I'm not the smartest individual on the face of this planet. I'm probably not the most qualified person to sit here today. That's just the way life is. I'm very fortunate and I'm very lucky to be here. If I was telling somebody else what to do, first off, it would be, number one, be good at what you do. First and foremost, we're all U.S. Air Force airmen. Be a good airman. How do I be a good airman, Chief? Well, there's a little brown book, right? Has a nice little checklist in it, little enlisted force structure. Tells me exactly how to be a good airman. If I'm going down that little checklist of things to do, it's going to tell me whether or not I'm good or bad. Accept feedback, accept criticism. I came out of a world where the mentorship I received was a lot of tough love. I could do one of two things with that tough love. I could learn from it, or I could block it out and say, no, I've got this. from a tanker guy, and I'm a tanker guy. So this is the premier wing now. We have more jets here than anybody else. We have the most diverse tanker mission. If TACC needs something to happen, chances are pretty good they're going to call us first. I like being a part of that. I like the community effort here. I like the community partnerships that we have with the Friends of McConnell. One of the first events I went to, I saw some of our Golden Eagles, and it's the same folks that that were involved when I was here before. I love the relationship, or I love the feeling of the community when I go downtown. Just about anywhere, I feel like I'm from Wichita. It's a friendly place to live. Yes, I won't go into the way I was raised, but I do think that, it is nice to know that we're not alone, and I think we need to know that. One of the problems that we're having in the Air Force right now is our suicide rates. And I hate to end this on a downer, but one of the things that a lot of people that choose to go that route, they become alone. They're on an island. So, it's incumbent upon us to keep our wingmen, our fellow airmen, off that island and to make them feel like they're not alone. But, in some cases, maybe the spirituality can help. I know that it's just felt good for me at times when I have been geographically isolated. I've never felt alone.